Hola, ¿qué tal, amigos? Welcome to Agent Spotlight. Happy Monday. I hope you guys had an amazing day. The show, we are here, episode 13. Thank you very much for tuning in. You guys are in for a treat today. Definitely the show that brings you the best real estate agents in the state of Arizona, agents that are really making it happen in our market. So definitely stay tuned. My name is Caros Estrada. Hey, comenzamos.
Hi everyone, I'm Abel Badillo. We're very excited with today's guest. Y como dice Carlos, siempre les traemos los mejores agentes de bienes y raíces aquí en el estado de Arizona. ¿Por qué es importante eso? Es muy importante porque ahorita como está tan competitivo el mercado, tienes que asegurarte que tengas buena representación. Y ahorita lo que estamos viendo mucho es que mucha gente va con el hijo de la amiga o con alguien que no conocen muy bien y los están mal representando. So, hoy tenemos un invitado muy especial. We have Jaciel Velazquez with neXGen Real Estate. How are you, Jaciel?
Hi everyone. Again, Jaciel Velazquez, neXGen Real Estate, el equipo Lozada. Thank you so much for the invite, guys.
Of course.
I've never done something like this, so...
No, we're excited to have you here. And if you're here, it's because we believe in you and we know that you're a good agent, and anybody that wants to buy or sell a house can come to you and you'll take really good care of them.
Jaciel, and it's not that we believe in you, we believe in every real estate agent, right? As a title company being Drake's title. But we believe, what we do believe is the numbers, right? When we see, well, part of what we do is obviously we look at your production and, if you're here is because you're doing business in our community. And obviously when you're in the community, you are helping people. And that's what the show is about. The show is about, the agent that's actually making it happen out there for our buyers, for our sellers, for, anybody that's in the real estate game. But before we get into, all the professional questions and how you can help our listeners, we'd like to know, Jaciel, where are you from? What's your background in? But let's start with the first question. Where are you from?
I was born in Durango, Mexico, and I was brought here at a very young age. Actually, to Chicago for a couple of years.
Okay,
very young.
That's
age.
where the accent comes from. I'm just kidding. Midwest.
I've been here since I was 5 years old, so okay. I'd say Phoenix, Arizona is my hometown.
Yeah. Okay. So you arrived to Chicago. How long were you in Chicago?
Just about a year and a half, 2 years.
Oh, but at your early age.
So you don't remember the cold winters?
I actually do remember my first day. I think it was kindergarten or preschool, something like that. And it was a little bit chilly.
Yeah, I can assume, dude. I've never been, but
you know what?
I got invited.
I've actually been to Chicago. Yeah. I went to, obviously toured that famous bean or whatever.
Man, Frijolito.
Frijolito. It was in November, and man, it was windy.
It's a windy city, boy.
And it is cold, and it's fine. It's fun to obviously go look at all this, experience all this, but it's always beautiful to come back to Arizona.
Yeah,
it is.
Except in the summertime. After you've been in California weather for a week.
Right.
So, Jaciel, what's your background in? Why did you decide to get into the real estate arena? Did you do something else before this?
I've been in real estate for about 5 years now. I think over a little bit 5 years. And I try to merge my first job. My first job was construction.
Okay.
So I definitely know how hot it can get out there.
Nice. What kind of construction?
I did a little bit of drywall, lath, stucco, stuff like that.
Nice.
That's when I turned 18. So I know a little bit about how a home is built. And
I think being in the profession that you're currently in now, I think that I don't know, right? But I would believe that that's helpful, right? Especially, not that you can be advising a buyer about, hey, this is how it goes or it doesn't, but you can give them a rough idea.
I can change that for you. I can fix that for you.
Or that too, you know what I mean?
No, I'm done.
I can help you sell your house because I can come and patch that hole.
No, I think what it really helps me connect more with the everyday working people that do go out there and work, because I know how it feels to earn every single dollar while you're out there. I think and I can empathize with them a little bit more than somebody who has not done that.
Bro, in the summertime, man, I too, early in my career, I went to school for refrigeration, so wow. I did HVAC.
Look at you.
I lasted 3 months. I remember it was a hot July summer, and I was having chills up in the attic. We were installing this unit out in Chandler, and I got the chills all over my body.
Because you were cold or hot?
We were in the attic, man. It was like 120 degrees.
Oh, I was gonna say, why are you getting chills?
Yeah, no. So at that point, I was like, man, this
It's not for you.
This is not for me.
I did roofing when I was younger too, in the summertime.
Well, and that's the beauty of our culture, right?
Yeah.
It's like we're so diverse.
Everyone starts in construction.
Everybody starts, and I feel like that's what sets us apart. My man, why real estate, man?
Well, after that, I started, growing a little bit in my profession. I did a few customer service jobs. The last one I did before real estate was IT support for Bank of America.
Oh, okay.
So if you couldn't log onto your account and stuff like that, you would be the one to call me.
Good to know.
So
that's who I bank with, and I'm sure you could help me out.
So yeah, that's where you have to bring out your customer service skills. So I kind of combined the two into real estate. And real estate, what really drew me to it is I heard the number that something like 89 or 87 or something like that % of agents within the first 2 years fail.
Wow.
Yeah.
So it's a challenging task to throw yourself in there, and I mean if you can do it, it really boosts your confidence.
Absolutely. Well, yeah. I mean, and it's because I feel like everybody jumps into this space and they think it's gonna be something that they can do just kind of like a part-time thing, right? But it's very demanding. Why? Because you're helping people make lifetime decisions. You know what I mean? And even in today's market or in today's times where people only, let's say the statistics like 7 years in the house. Mm-hmm. That they live in that property for about 7 years. I mean, still, like, you're only gonna make so many transactions.
The lifetime value of a customer is not as high. What I want to point out with that is you're right. There are a lot of agents that are part-time, and sometimes those agents can't represent a client all the way because they're not always available, because they're not always in the market. But you've jumped straight into it so that you can help clients in that way.
Yeah,
one of
my first mentors when I got into real estate told me, if you're gonna do this,
you have to do it full time.
Don't do it halfway.
Yeah,
you gotta jump in there.
You gotta do it full force.
Yeah, it's a big risk, but you have to believe in what you're gonna do is the right thing. And
Jaciel, algo que me gustaría hacer así que recalcar es la idea de que, trabajaste en construcción. Pues vienes de Durango, llegas aquí, obvio, de ya muy pequeño, pero trabajas en construcción, eso sabes lo que es ganarse el dinero, pues ahora sí que afuera, ¿verdad? Porque no es fácil, aunque, y pues mucha gente le encanta andar allá afuera y ocupar las manos y todo eso, pero, el sol está fuerte. So, a lo que quiero llegar es cuando tú representas a un cliente, está que tú sabes cómo si ellos trabajan en construcción, ellos ahora sí que trabajan en lo laboral, sabes que cuesta ganar ese dinero, ¿verdad? Y pues no vas a poner a un cliente, me imagino, en una situación donde tal vez pues puedan quedar en una situación donde no sea favorable para ellos. So, definitivamente, Jaciel, alguien te quiere hablar, se quiere comunicar contigo, ¿cómo te hacen señales de humo, carnal? ¿Te chiflan allá como en México? ¿Cómo te contactan, carnalito?
La mejor manera de comunicarse conmigo es llamándome a mi teléfono personal. Es 623-239-8716. También, si no tienen tiempo, pueden mandarme un email. Mi correo electrónico es jacielvelazquez@gmail.com, o si me encuentran en Facebook, un mensaje por Facebook, siempre estoy chequeando eso.
Facebook, Jaciel Velazquez, nada más.
Jaciel Velazquez. Instagram, también Jaciel Velazquez.
Jaciel Velazquez. Yeah. TikTok.
Fácil.
TikTok.
No, todavía porque no puedo bailar muy bien.
Carnalito, le tenemos que echar ganas ahí por el TikTok. So, definitivamente, una preguntita, obvio que ya te preguntamos cómo es la mejor manera de contactarte, but definitely, Jaciel, ¿te acuerdas de tu primer cliente, Jaciel?
Sí, mi primer cliente fue mi hermano.
Familiares, claro que sí.
Mis familiares. Es donde usualmente los primeros agentes empiezan, con los amigos y familiares. Sí. Y él estaba muy indeciso porque él todavía estaba muy joven. Yeah. Y le estaba diciendo, haz de cuenta que es una cuenta de ahorros. Sí. Y la historia de él es, compró su casa, estuvo ahí algunos, se me hace que un año y medio. En un año y medio le sacó suficiente plusvalía para venderla. Yeah. Yo le dije que no la vendiera, pero la vendió, le sacó la plusvalía y empezó su carrera en su escuela.
¡Wow!
Con ese dinero.
Carnalito, ¿te acuerdas cuánto es? ¿No puedes decir aquí en aire cuánto fue?
Es bastante.
Ahí lo tienes, sí, definitivamente. Pues gracias. Ahora sí que, ¿qué estudia tu hermano?
Todavía está estudiando, quiere ser piloto de aerolíneas.
Oh wow!
That's fun.
Oh, that's a very lucrative career. At the same time, I'm only telling you this because I've done the research because I want to get my private pilot license, and there's going to be a great demand for airline pilots.
There is, yeah.
Yeah. So definitely a good career to go
It's a fun job.
Different places to go. So definitely, we're gonna go on a quick break. But when we do come back, we want to, touch a little bit more about your professional career, how you can help people buy, sell, or invest. I mean, anything that you want to share with us in regards to, your professional.
And
but
we're gonna play some games.
Before that, we are gonna play some games. So stay tuned.
Hi everybody, I'm Amber Diaz. I work with Driggs Title out of the Westgate office. I have been in title and escrow for, over 20 years. I've been an escrow officer with Driggs for the last 5 years. So I love doing escrow because I love getting to be a part of a transaction that's such a huge part, and I like to help bring joy and peace to it because it can be a very stressful situation. So I treat every transaction like it's my own, like it was my own mother, my own family. So that's just really important to me. So yeah, that's all about me. Hopefully we'll see you on the next deal, and don't forget to keep tuning into Agent Spotlight.
Welcome back, everyone. We have a really, really special guest today. We have Jaciel Velazquez with neXGen Real Estate. So before we get into the nitty-gritty about the professional side of it, we're going to play some games with Jaciel so we can kind of get to know him a little bit better. So the first game we're going to play is Truth or Dare. What do you pick?
Dare.
Dare. Wow. He's brave. We haven't had one of those in a while.
Yeah, especially if you know.
All right, Carlitos, I'll let you pick the dare. Oh, hold on. I have a good one. I dare you to unfollow 5 people off Instagram.
Ooh.
Damn. And tell us who they
you
are.
have to say their name out loud. Damn. I like this one.
5 accounts?
Yeah, 5 accounts.
All right.
He's like, Carlos Estrada.
What was your name?
Production. Fans Media.
No. And I have to tell you who they are?
Yeah.
Omar Robles, you're out.
No, can't do that to
Teddy's
my
out.
boss. Can't do that to my boss. Come on now. Following.
Oh man.
It's going to be all the small businesses.
Yeah, that's exactly right.
You have a big team. Don't you? I mean, we'll talk about that, but you do have a big team.
The neXGen?
Yeah.
Yeah. Big
Yeah, I
group of
think
people.
we're at like 200 agents now, give or take.
Da-na-na-na, here it comes.
Da-na-na-na-da. Where's the roulette?
Okay, first one to go. I don't even know who these people are. TJ Investment Group.
Gone.
Sorry,
TJ.
wherever you are. I don't even know who you are.
We'll make it 3 because otherwise we'll be here all day. It seems like he really loves his holidays. So
I have a lot of people I don't even know who they are.
He's like, oh, she's cute. Not I'm following her.
Well, here's the thing. You can go back and follow them later.
Right?
Okay, AZ Lending Experts.
Okay, gone.
Talk to me later.
Gone later.
He's like, y'all out. Y'all haven't sent any
You out of
leads.
here.
And Original Media. I don't know who they are.
All right, there it is. That was
Perfect. That's productive.
Vince Media, you're out.
So the next one we're gonna do is you get to spin our roulette wheel, win a prize, being on the show.
All right, I'm gonna put this right here, and you can spin her. Let me tighten this up. Make sure that it goes. All right, man. Whenever you're ready.
All right.
Oh no, we lost some screws.
We lost screws.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, look at that. That's what happens when you buy it cheap.
What did I win?
Blue dot card. All right, blue dot card, man. It's you know what that is?
No.
Yeah, it's one of those tap cards.
So you load all of your contact information
Yes,
to
it
it?
has all your contact information, and you're able to transfer.
Oh, okay.
somebody. You know what I'm talking about?
The transfer via-
And then like you just tap it on their phone and it
No,
saves all your
it's not
contacts.
Bluetooth. You just tap it on their phone, and it has all your information already in there: phone number, email.
Oh,
social
NFC,
media.
I guess.
Glam
Yeah,
shot.
yes,
Yeah, okay.
yes, that. Whatever you just said.
All right, perfect.
That's
I need
exactly
one
it.
of those.
Yeah, you know what? I have one, and it's very, very, I guess, practical. Definitely, my man. All right, let's get into your business career, my man. How can you help people buy, sell, invest? What, you know what I mean? All the above. First thing, and I think you've already said it. You said you've been upwards of 5 years in the business. Tell me a little bit. How has that been? And you know what I mean? What is the best thing you enjoy about the career so far?
Well, in the beginning, it was a big learning experience.
Yeah.
And in the middle, it was a little bit of struggle because you quickly learn that you are your own company, you're your own marketing team.
Mm-hmm.
And your own everything.
your
You're
own
the CEO,
financing, your own-
CMO,
yeah.
and CFO.
So you have to wear a lot of hats being a real estate agent.
Right.
It's not just opening doors. It's trying to get out there and finding new prospects, new leads, new clients.
Negotiating.
Yep.
That's easy, yeah. So what is it that you do to prepare yourself to be the best agent that you can be?
Well, whenever I get frustrated, I try to remember why I got into the business. Back in 2008 when the market crashed, my parents got bamboozled by a real estate agent. So that's another reason why I decided to be a real estate agent, be the change that you wanted to see in that other person. So I try to remember that, and it kind of grounds me into what I'm here to help people. Yeah.
You know, it's funny that you say that. My parents also had an experience similar to that. You know, and in being entitled, we always get those calls, and I think I said this before, not too long ago. Maybe I said it a couple of shows ago. Lady calls and she's looking for the agent that she had to give $40,000 to. You know what I mean, as a down payment because the guy was looking for a house.
Wow.
For her, right? So the agent was looking for a house for her to buy. You know what I mean? She told her, the client, that we would be holding her earnest money. They still didn't have a property, right? They told her that we
Didn't have a
But
contract.
asked for a deposit.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
No contract, no property, but they asked for $40,000, which they said that we were gonna be cool.
Wow.
You know what I mean? So I mean, look, it's still happening until today, which is the reason why it's like, hey, you know what? Get to know your real estate agent. Know who he is.
Right.
You know what I mean? What makes, you know what I mean? Build a relationship. Why? Because, I mean, it's kind of hard to build, I mean, and people still do it, right? But to build a relationship and know your client, you know, and still rip somebody off, you know what I mean?
Right.
Or at least you're going to get a feel that, hey, you know what? This guy's not being truthful.
Right.
So definitely something to think about as you're preparing yourself to buy an investment. My man, what's your area of expertise? Are you more residential? Are you more commercial? Where do you help people the most?
Residential, and I focus most of the time on buyers. I've helped sellers as well, but buyers is what gives me the drive most of the time, because I say 90% of my clients are first-time home buyers, so it's a grateful feeling when you hand over those keys for the first time to somebody.
Yeah, especially I mean, there's a lot of people that they struggle, right? They once again, they save their money, they want to make the best decision, and you know what I mean. If somebody comes and takes their money, from under them.
Yeah.
I mean, it's heartbreaking. So, I mean, you helping them, make that decision, it's obviously always rewarding. Do you charge for your consultations, or if anybody's looking to call you right now and say, hey, you know what, I want to, have an appointment with you? How does that work? Tell us a little bit about that.
Oh, absolutely not. There's no charge for consulting with me. We just, set up a time where we can meet up, and then we go over a game plan to try to either sell your home or get you into your next home. Yeah.
How important is it that a client has good representation in this market?
Oh, it's very important actually, because it's a lot of people say, well, I like this real estate agent because they look nice or they seem nice or stuff like that. But when you're working with an agent, you're not only working with them, you're working with the title company that they pick. You're working with the lending team that they pick or that they recommend. You're also working with the appraisal team. You're working with the inspector. There's a whole team behind that real estate agent that you have to make sure that you're
right. And if it's not vetted and they don't do a good job, then it can just
because
into a not pleasant experience.
Ultimately, let's say the inspector doesn't do a good job. A lot of people would say, well, the inspector didn't do a good job, but who recommended that inspector?
Right.
A real estate agent is always at the forefront of every transaction.
Right.
Exactly. Right.
And the title company's on the back and making the magic happen.
Hey, it should never be delayed because of title.
Yeah.
If your transactions are getting delayed because of a escrow officer, then you're using the wrong one.
Correct.
Yeah, definitely. On today's market, my man, obviously it's still stopped on fire. What do you foresee? You know what I mean? I mean, if I'm your client today and I'm saying, hey, Mr. Jaciel, how can what do you think about today's market and how do you advise me? Is it still a good time to buy right now? Because you're getting those questions right now. Hey, is it a good time to buy?
Mm-hmm.
Las casas están re caras.
Mm-hmm.
I want to wait until que se bajen para abajo. I mean, what's the answer to that? Because I know a lot of people are asking that question.
Well, I'm not a market analyst or anything like that.
Right, but obviously when somebody asks you that, I'm assuming
I do have a response.
Your opinion, right?
Yeah. So I tell them it's always a great time to buy.
Mm-hmm.
And I always tell people, because most of the time I get like, when's the market gonna crash so I can buy? I'm like, well, if I knew that, I wouldn't be a real estate agent.
Right, exactly. I'd be in another field.
But I tell them, even if it does crash, I know this story, and I tell this story about this lady that I've met. I didn't meet her when she was going through the transaction, but she bought a home right before the market crashed.
Mm-hmm.
She bought it at the top. The value went down. She was using that as a rental, but also her property that she was living at, the value went down. Her spouse was telling her, you know what, we should sell.
Yeah.
And a good real estate agent told her, don't sell. Why would you sell right now at the bottom of the barrel?
Yeah.
Do not sell. It got to the point where the disagreement got so big that she had to get a divorce.
Oh, wow.
She got a divorce.
Wow. That escalated quickly.
Right.
I didn't think I was going there.
She stood her ground, and for the first, I'd say, 2 years, she was renting out the other house, and she was paying $200 out of her pocket.
Oh, wow.
She negotiated with the bank for the house she lived in.
Mm-hmm.
Right now, she owns 5 properties, and 3 of them are paid off.
Oh, God. That's
Because
really...
of-
She still owns those properties.
She still owns the one that caused the divorce.
She still owns those 2 houses.
And if you look at it right now, like Phoenix has some of the highest rental prices in the entire country. So if you're paying the same for, and I have friends that I keep telling them like, hey, you guys should buy a house because you're paying $2,000 for a 2-bedroom, 2-bathroom apartment when you could be paying less than that and get into like a 3-bedroom, 2-bathroom house with a yard in a nice area.
So,
Correct. Yeah, it's the easiest way to build like a retirement account.
Right. It's like you said earlier, it's a piggy bank. And if you ever need to pull out some of that equity, it's there for you. We're running out of time. Can you, anyone that wants to reach out to you, can you repeat your number, your email, your social media handles for them?
Absolutely. Again, my name is Jaciel Velazquez with neXGen Real Estate. If you need to contact me, call me at 623-239-8716 or simply send me a text message. Also, my email, easy, jacielvelazquez@gmail.com. You can also find me on Facebook and Instagram. I'm gonna look into the TikTok thing, but
man, you got to get on TikTok. They're doing reels and all this other stuff. So definitely, you got to stay on top of the trends. This was Agent Spotlight episode 13. Thank you very much for showing up today. I know you're a very busy man, but you fit us in your schedule, and that's very appreciated.
no, thank you guys. This was fun.
Thanks, Jose. We'll see you next time.
See you next time.